way to Old Man Winter at the start of 2011. A big winter storm brought snow to the northern half of the state in January. Some communities in the Tennessee Valley picked up 8 to 12 inches of snow, while amounts in this area ranged from 1 to 4 inches. Kids got the day off, and our viewers sent more than 10,000 pictures of the winter wonderland in Alabama. Before the spring thaw, another big snow came to Alabama on February 9th. Amounts were highest near the Mississippi border, where 5 inches fell. The first tornado of the year would come later in the month. A small EF0 tornado touched down near Hackleburg. People there had no idea what their community was about to endure. The first major event of the spring tornado season came on April 15. A total of 45 tornadoes touched down across Alabama, including an EF3 that produced major damage in the community of Geiger in Sumter County. Another EF3 struck Tuscaloosa County, snapping trees and causing structural damage to homes and businesses. A tornado stayed on the ground for 18 miles before lifting near the Veterans Hospital. Just 12 days later, a once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak produced 63 tornadoes across our state, killing 252 people and injuring thousands. The twisters came in 2 rounds. Early morning storms were responsible for 5 deaths and left 250,000 Alabamians with no power. The afternoon and evening tornadoes were large, long-lasting, and relentless. In addition to the horrifying loss of life, property damage was severe and widespread in places like Tuscaloosa, Concord, Pleasant Grove, Webster's Chapel, Shoal Creek Valley, Coleman, Cordova, and Sawyerville. Thankfully, the hurricane season was quiet. However, Tropical Storm Lee brought flooding rains to the state, and there were 2 small tornadoes on September 6th. The fall tornado season brought 2 severe weather events on November 16th and December 22nd. Damage from both events was minor. What will 2012 bring? We don't know, but we must be prepared. Tonight, we'll get you ready for the spring tornado season and spend some time looking back on April 27th, a day on which we live through history. Welcome to Storm Alert 2012.
Let me thank everybody for coming out tonight, and thank you for coming out tonight. Let me first off thank our sponsors. Without these people, we would not be here. Alabama Telco Credit Union, Alpha Insurance, and the Central Alabama Honda dealers. And we're going to do things a little different tonight. Often we cut up and we have a lot of fun, but due to the nature of this loss of life, we've opted not to do a lot of that tonight. We are going to give away some things at the end, and we're just going to post a list of the winners when we're done. We're not going to have the contest and the giveaways like we typically do. Many of you have seen us before, so a little different tonight, but thank you for letting us come. For those of you that don't know, my name is James Spann. I've been on television here since about 1837, and there are days I feel that old. It's been a rough ride. We have had, what this reminds me of, it reminds me of the 1970s. I'm a child of the 70s. The non-stop severe weather outbreaks from 1973 to 1977 got me interested in this as a child. Those are my wonder years. And here I am in this age reliving what seems to be a series of years like the 70s. So I hope we don't have 6 years in a row like we had in the 70s, but we have to be ready. So thank you for coming. A lot of our stories tonight will be about heroes, about wonderful people that did incredible things. We can focus on the negative, but we chose to focus on the positive tonight. So again, thanks to all of you for being here tonight. We're going to very quickly introduce ourselves. We've got the other weather folks here from the station. The morning meteorologist is new. Ashley will introduce him and just sit down. He has way too much hair, don't you think? I mean, if you watch Jason Simpson's hair go away when he was, for all the years he was there, you'll see Charles looking like me in about 5 years. But first off, our weekend meteorologist is Ashley Brand. She's been with us for 5 years, Ashley.
Hopefully I won't have that problem. I'll keep mine longer for all 3 of us. So my name's Ashley Brand, and I've been here, like James said, for 5 years, which is hard to believe. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. I work weekends, which is actually kind of nice and relaxing. It's very quiet at the station on the weekends, so we do our own thing and try to get a lot of stuff done. It's weird having to look back at events like this because weather affects our lives every day. It's something we live with and something we move on with. And just kind of continue to push on. As far as me, personal life, a lot of you have asked, and I've been asked this a lot at the Storm Alert shows. My little girl is now almost 16 months old, which is crazy. But she is fabulous. She's all over the place, and now she's figured out how to climb from her little chair up onto the couch and then back down. So that's been an adventure. It's an adventure every day, and it's just the best thing ever. But enough about me. On to Charles, who, like James said, is our new morning guy.
Hello. Glad to have you guys here tonight. Just so you know, I got up at 1:45 this morning. If I say anything weird, I'm blaming it on that. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. You guys know where that is, right? Okay. Actually, a town outside Atlanta called Marietta. Anybody? Usually I get a few people. Anybody know the famous landmark in Marietta, Georgia? The Big Chicken. Who said the Big Chicken? Yeah, they knew, James. They knew. Nobody in Coleman knew that, so thank you, all of you folks. One person. They've been to the show before. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming. I originally went to the University of Alabama. I did not say anything about football. I'm just saying. Went to Mississippi State University for graduate school. Got a master's in meteorology. I actually know Ashley. We worked at sister stations along the Florida Panhandle in South Alabama, so I've known her for a really long time. And it's just glad to be back with the team. Glad to be back home here in Alabama. So hope you guys enjoy the show tonight.
By the way, I do have breaking news. The real Greg Burgess is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The real Greg Burgess is... Come up here. Come on, just come on. Come on, just a minute. Now, hometown hero, all right? You know, it's not that often, right? Just need to bow down in the presence of greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, the real Greg Burgess.
I want to talk about some weather. Thanks, James. Really appreciate that. I'm glad we had a good crowd come out tonight. I knew they would.
This is a great crowd.
That's right.
This is where you say something funny.
I don't know, James. You caught me off guard.
He always says something funny, and I finally got him speechless.
I have nothing. I was in the weather mode, James. I was all serious about weather.
Wait a minute. I'm on the Rick and Bubba show every day. I've never heard him with